It's bye-bye, Superfly.
Turtle power!
You've been swatted.
Back on July 29th, 2023, I posted the first picture of Superfly Saturday. And for those of you who don't know, Superfly Saturday is a thing that I do where I take a picture of my Superfly action figure or something else that I have related to Superfly, and I take a picture of it every Saturday to commemorate Superfly Saturday. Last year, for the 1-year anniversary, I did a video going over my history on Superfly, why I became obsessed with the character and the action figure, and what led to the creation of Superfly Saturday. And I thought for the 2-year anniversary, I'd do something special. Because this year, we actually passed 100 Superfly Saturdays. That's right, I have not missed a single week of doing Superfly Saturday, surprisingly, and we have now over 100. I think at the time of recording this, I have like 104, might be 105. But since we have a bit over 100 Superfly Saturdays, I thought I'd go ahead and rank the top 10 Superfly Saturdays. But the thing is, they're not my top 10 Superfly Saturdays. And you might be wondering, David, if these aren't your top 10, then whose are they? And, well, it's yours. Or the people who voted, because like essentially I made a Google form where I asked people to vote for their top 10 favorites, and I would go ahead and see which ones got the most votes, and make a video ranking, hey, the top 10 Superfly Saturdays as voted by the fans. And I did not really get as many submissions as I wanted. To be honest, all the people who voted were people that were my friends or family. And I don't know who submitted what because I kept the list anonymous, but I can tell by the guess and by the fact that they told me that they voted that, hey, they're kind of the only ones that did. But I don't mind too much because Superfly Saturday is something that I mainly just kind of do for myself, and it's something that I kind of like talk about with my friends, and they seem to really enjoy it, so it's become like a fun thing for us. So yeah, if it is just by them, then hey, technically it is still voted by the fans because they are fans of Superfly Saturday, which makes me happy. For this video, I would go ahead and make a PowerPoint presentation. That's right, I got a PowerPoint presentation. Will it be good? Probably not. I'm not the best at PowerPoint presentations, but I thought this would be fun. Here are what I could gather from the few submissions that I got to the top 10 Superfly Saturdays. So enough dilly-dallying, let's get right to it with number 10, we got Shadow's Bike, taken on May 10th, 2025. The song that I used on the Instagram story when I posted it was Wow, He's Fast from Sonic the Hedgehog 3. It was also the third overall Superfly Saturday with Shadow in it. The first one was with a Jack Specific Movie 3 Shadow that I had gotten, and the second one was with a poster of Shadow that I got at the movie theater that they gave me when I went to go see The Wild Robot. They just gave me like a Sonic the Hedgehog 3 poster with Shadow. I did that Superfly Saturday because someone suggested that I do another Superfly Saturday with Shadow. A friend of mine said she wanted to see that, so I thought, sure, I'll do it with that. And then this one was also a request from the same friend, so I thought, you know what, I have another Shadow, I have the motorcycle Shadow, so I'll go ahead and do that one. Originally, the photo, when I was trying to take it, I was trying to make it look like he was running Superfly over, but I kind of didn't really like how it looked because like I'm not really the best photographer or even the best poser of action figures, if I'm being honest. So I thought, alright, let me try something different, and I put him on the bike. And so now it looks like they're either gonna go fight someone together or they're on a date. I don't know. You figure it out. But it looked funny, so it was the one I went with. And apparently some people really liked it because it ended up getting a good number of votes. Or at least a good number of votes from like the very few submissions that I got. I'm surprised that people like this one quite a bit, but yeah, I guess like they do look pretty cute together, so I guess maybe that's why people like it. Number 9, we have Pizza Time. This is the second Superfly Saturday overall, taken on August 5th, 2023. The song that I used when I posted it on my Instagram stories was It's a Pizza Party from the video game Shredder's Revenge. I remember asking my mom that day if we could have a pizza, just specifically so I can do this Superfly Saturday, because I had the idea, like, I'll have it next to a pizza, because, he's from Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles eat pizza, it makes sense. I didn't put him on top of the pizza. I had, like, taken a few slices from that part, so that way I could just put him there. He didn't actually touch the food, because that would be pretty gross, and unsanitary. But this one turned out pretty well. I'm surprised that it got like, some votes, because like in my mind, I just never really saw it as anything grand or anything. It's just like next to a pizza. But I guess I kind of like the way it looks, looking back on it. But yeah, the second overall Superfly Saturday apparently has a few fans, and yeah, that's pretty nice. Also, I put this point here because I like Little Caesars pizza. I don't think it deserves the hate. I don't know why it gets hate. I'm not saying it's a pinnacle of pizzas or anything, but I like it, you know? Sometimes I just need something that tastes really good and I don't have to wait too long to get. And Little Caesars is right there for me, so, you know, thank you, Little Caesars. You got a fan right here. At number 8, we have Late Night Car Ride, taken on March 2nd, 2024, and the song that I used on the Instagram stories was Is It Good To You by Heavy D and the Boys. I realized I kind of messed up here on the heavy. I made the E capital too. It's not supposed to be like that. Like I said, I'm not the best at PowerPoints, and I didn't double check this, so that's my bad. I forgot to put a space between. Oh, God, I'm so lame. I remember on this particular day, I was having a hard time figuring out what I wanted the Superfly Saturday to be. That happens some weeks. I'm like, oh man, what should it be? And I'm like, it's taking way too long. It's like late in the day, and my family and I were like driving basically the whole day, so we went to a bunch of stores. And during the late night drive, I thought, hey, the scenery here looks good. I think we were like stuck in traffic for a bit, so I was just like, you know, this looks kind of nice. And so I tried it out, and it turned out, I think, pretty well. Like, I quite like the way this looks, you know? Song choice was because I was listening to put on one of my playlists that I have saved on Spotify, and the song Is It Good To You by Heavy D and the Boys was playing, and so then I thought, you know what, that'll just be the vibe. I think this Superfly Saturday ended up turning out pretty good, you know, for something that was just like, it was kind of like a spur of the moment thought, like, okay, yeah, I'll just do this. And it's ended up being one of my personal favorites, so that's why I'm happy to see that other people seem to really like it. Because, like, yeah, I think it turns out really nice. So, yeah, thumbs up on that. At number 7, Toilet Sesh with Jonathan. This was taken on October 19th, 2024. The song that was used on the Instagram stories was Firework by Katy Perry. And it was on the set of my friend Jonathan, who's the guy in the photo, his short film, Breaking and Mentoring, when we were filming that. It was at my apartment. The reason Firework was used was because it's kind of important to something in the movie, Breaking and Mentoring. This was before, of course, Katy Perry became a meme for going into space and becoming controversial for other reasons that I'm not going to get into. But at the time, it was funny. And Jonathan, he was one of my friends who I wanted to do a Superfly Saturday with because I want to try to get as many of my friends in the Superfly Saturdays as possible. And so when we were done filming for the day, I was like, oh wait, I need a Superfly Saturday with you. And so I had a hard time figuring out what it should be, and he was like, I'm down for whatever. So I think he just sat on the toilet, and then we just put Superfly on his lap right there. I don't know if you can see him. To be honest, I kind of think like I don't really like this one as much as like I really want to. Like, don't get me wrong, I still like it, but like some part of me kind of thinks I would have done it differently if like I had actually thought it out more. Like Superfly, you can kind of barely see him. He looks too tiny in it, and so it just kind of looks like I'm taking a picture of my friend while he's on the toilet, like I'm some sort of like pervert or something. But like apparently my friends seem to like it because, you know, it ended up in the top 10. So there's that. But anyway, yeah, I still think it's funny. I just think personally I would have I wish I could have done it differently. But you know, yeah, I guess I'm happy it has fans. At number 6, this one was a surprise for me. It's Calico Critters, taken on November 23rd, 2024. The song used in the Instagram stories was Our Love from the TV series Arcane. And all these Calico Critters are not mine. I'm not a Calico Critters collector. These are actually my sister Diana's Calico Critters. And the way it happened was, this was on like the weekend I came home for Thanksgiving break, I want to say, and I was having a hard time figuring out what I wanted this Superfly Saturday to be that day because, like I said before, some weekends I just kind of like am not sure what I want to be until like later in the day. My sister, she was playing with her Calico Critters because, you know, she is a big fan of them. She was like, you should use these. I think she said that as a joke, but I was just like, you know what? Screw it, let's do it. All the Calico Critters all around him, like they're either want to give him a hug or they're gonna eat him. I don't know, actually. I didn't really know what I was thinking, but I just thought, hey, this could be funny looking, and I think it was. Surprisingly, it got quite a few, you know, votes, more than I expected, if I'm being honest. But I guess other people seem to really like it. These Calico Critters, they sure are cute. At number 5, the Violet Vanguard versus Desmond, taken on November 11th, 2023. The song used in the Instagram story was The Color Violet by Tori Lanez. I did not know anything about the artist at the time or anything bad that he did. I just liked the song, okay? So, you know, nobody say anything. And this was on the set of my movie. That's right, I directed a short film called The Violet Vanguard in the Cinephile Crime Wave. I really hope to have this released on YouTube soon. There is a finished cut of it. We had a premiere for it back a while back. I want to say last year. For now, you're just gonna have to wait a little bit. This was on the set of my movie, and these are the actors for what the main hero and the main villain, Bradley Huffman and Ethan Hyatt. And I remember being like really nervous when I told them I wanted to do a Superfly Saturday with them, because I was just like, hey, this is my movie set. I should have a Superfly Saturday, you know, celebrating it, I think. So, but like I remember going up to them being a little bit nervous, because at the time, like, you know, I was the director of the short film and they were the actors, and I just didn't want to come off as weird, like, hey, you know, you guys be okay holding this little toy, you know, I think that'd be cute. They were down for it, and first thing Bradley did when he was holding it was just pointed at Ethan, and I guess this was the pose they were down for, and I was just like, hey, that's perfect. So I took a picture of that, posted it, and other people seemed to really like it as well. And yeah, I'm glad that it ended up in the top 10, because it is a personal favorite of mine, and I am really proud of what I did with the Violet Vanguard. I hope to do more stuff with that character, and hopefully work with these actors more. Anyway, yeah, that was number 5. At number 4, we got Let's Get Drunk, taken on July 20th, 2024. The song used in the Instagram stories was Mean Girls by Charlie XCX, and that was actually suggested by, I think, these two, my friends Victoria Roche and Deanna. It was taken at a housewarming / birthday party. I messed up there. My God, I suck. It was taken at a housewarming / birthday party. It was for me and my roommates, my roommate Evan's apartment that we were staying at. It was his birthday, and I realized on that day I was just like, oh, I should get a Superfly Saturday, and I hadn't taken one with them yet, so I thought, you know, yeah, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. They're both going to be in the Superfly Saturday, and this is what we went with. They're like out there having a good time drinking, and Superfly is joining in. He's joining in. And funny thing about this is the second Superfly Saturday that had Superfly next to some form of alcohol, or a bottle that is known to have alcohol in it. And both times that's happened, I've had someone afterwards, either a family member or a friend, to contact me and ask, like, David, are you drinking? And the answer is always no, because I'm too scared to actually try alcohol. And also at the time, I don't think I was 21 yet, so I legally couldn't. But don't worry, they were over 21. So yeah, I like how this one turned out. I think it's really funny. I like the expressions that they got here, and I like Superfly just joining in. Like he's just like a regular guy drinking, and other people seem to really like it too. So yeah, I think that's nice. Anyway, yeah, that's Let's Get Drunk. At number 3, we have Mini Golf Forever set. Why did I not give this a clever or funny title? I don't know. Why did I not do that? The song used in the Instagram stories was I'm Alright by Kenny Loggins, because it was in Caddyshack, which is a golf movie, and this also it fits. It's clever. Shut up. It was on the set of my movie, another movie I directed, this time co-directed with my friend Dane, and it was Mini Golf Forever, the Darren Parr story. It's like a comedy sports movie about like this mini golfer, Darren Parr, played by Christopher Nguyen, and it also stars Michael Tierney as Frederick Irons. This is a movie that I really liked writing, and I really hope y'all can see it soon. It's currently in post-production, so it'll probably be a little while before you see it. But yeah, I am excited to see the finished product for that. We'll just have to use this Superfly Saturday to hold us over until then. Much like the Violet Vanguard said, I wanted to ask the actors if I could have like a Superfly Saturday with them to celebrate, you know, this movie that I did. And I asked like Christopher Nguyen and Michael Tierney if they wanted to be in it. I was also nervous when I asked them, but hey, they were down for it, and they're honestly really great to work with. I thought they were fantastic, and they're the ones who came up with this Superfly idea, where he's on the golf club, and I think it turned out really good. I actually really like the way this looks. Maybe I'll make this the poster for Mini Golf or whatever. I'm kidding, I'm probably not going to do that. That is all I have to say for this. I'm kind of tired. It's pretty early in the morning when I'm recording this. At number 2, we have Sister's Graduation, taken on May 24th, 2025. The song used in the Instagram stories was Dog Days Are Over by Florence Plus the Machines. And this was taken on the day of my sister Deanna. She's the one who suggested the Calico Critters and the other Superfly Saturday. Her high school graduation ceremony. and I wanted to take it at the place, like after she had like done all the graduating stuff. Like afterwards, we were done taking pictures for like, you know, just her holding it and her with the family. Again, there are other more important things to take a photo of first before Superfly. We were kind of told, hey, you guys need to leave. We're gonna have like another graduation ceremony in a bit, so y'all get out of here. They were a little bit rude about it, but I understand. So later on, when we got home, I was like, hey, can I still take a Superfly Saturday of you? She was all like, sure. And so we did this one where it looks like she's gonna swat Superfly with her little diploma thingy. I think it turned out pretty cute. I'm really proud of her, honestly. This is a big deal for her. Being in a Superfly Saturday, that is. The graduation is like the second big thing that day, you know? And at number 1, it is surprisingly the 100th Superfly Saturday, taken on June 21st, 2025. The song used in the Instagram stories was Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles. Actually, wasn't really expecting this one to be in the top 10, even though I personally really liked it. So, story behind this Superfly Saturday is I knew I wanted to do something special for the 100th Superfly Saturday, but I didn't really want to do anything grand or like impossible to do. I wanted to do something that like felt a little bit different than the other Superfly Saturdays. So I don't really consider myself the best at like posing action figures or photography. So most of the time, Superfly Saturdays are just kind of me taking a picture of something with Superfly and going like, hey, isn't this kind of funny looking? And with the 100th Superfly Saturday, I wanted to try making something that I thought genuinely looked good, which is something that I sometimes tried with other Superfly Saturdays, but this one I was just like trying the most at it. So I woke up super early in the morning to get this like shot of him kind of looking while the sun is like slowly rising and stuff. And I didn't get it exactly how I wanted it because I was very limited with the space that I had since I was like at home, you know, and I was at home, and so I didn't have like the best scenery, but I tried my best. And I think it turned out pretty good. Ultimately, I was a little nervous that people weren't gonna like it, but at the same time, I knew that Superfly Saturday was mainly a thing that appealed to me the most. So I was just like, hey, as long as I like it and I think it turns out good, then I think that's all that matters. And I was really happy to hear when I talked about it with my friends that they seemed to really like it and they got what I was going for. And I guess they liked it so much that they actually rated it really high up. So it ended up being the number 1 Superfly Saturday, and that honestly makes me really happy. You know, I was a little bit nervous about this one, but I still think it turned out good. And I'm really happy to see it at number 1, even though I wasn't expecting it to be number 1. But yeah, I'm really glad to hear that my friends really liked it. So yeah, it looks nice, right? I'm not good at PowerPoint presentations. I hope you enjoyed that because I had a lot of fun putting that list together and asking people for their favorites and seeing what they responded with. And you know, happy 2-year anniversary to Superfly Saturday. Get ready for next year where I'll do something hopefully slightly better, a slightly better video for the 3-year anniversary. And you know, keep tuning in to Superfly Saturday. You know, every week. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try not to miss because I haven't this far, and if I do miss it one time, then honestly, I think I should be slapped in the face if I ever do miss a day. Let's hope this keeps going for a long time. At least I hope it keeps going. I don't really know how many other people care besides me. Thanks for watching.